Brakathiya Hawa, Brakathiya Shai, Brakathiya Hawa, Brakathiya Shai, Brakathiya Hawa, Brakathiya Hawa, Bashim Yahushai, Bahashim, Rucha Kodash. It belongs to the apostles and the elders of Bread Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopefully elect out there, you Akim to Sadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. On the pre-Shimon. This week's in transit is going to be entitled Blinded by Mirth. And the inspiration for the show comes from the fact that I was watching the elder another Zakbo, a snippet of him on another GMS channel. Alright. He was out there teaching with the camp, and people began to come up and scoff and mock and slander and possibly put up curses of their own or whatever, which is stupid because there's no enchantment against Jacob. But this raises the topic that, we're well aware of this, that the majority of these Israelites out here do not consider the word of the Lord, right? As it says in the book of Proverbs 1 and 20 on down, how long will you simple ones? Will you love simplicity? And the fools delight and they scorn it. Apparently for a very long time until the Lord started murking them. Why? Because the scripture says in the book of Hosea, the 5th chapter, and the 15th verse, in your affliction, you're going to seek me early. Seek who? Seek the Lord via the prophets. Because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, as it's written in the book of 1 Samuel, the 9th chapter, when one went to inquire the Lord, speak with the Lord, they said, look, let's come see the seer. He who was once called a seer is now called a prophet. So when y'all going to be seeking the Lord, y'all going to be looking for the brothers, all right, that have been diligently teaching, warning the people. All right, the fact that we're in this present time right now, brothers, lets us know that this kingdom is coming to an end. All right, because Yahweh Shem Yahushai, before he destroys the kingdom, he's always going to give a warning. Jeremiah 28 and 8. Prophets have been before me and before thee of old, prophesy both against many kingdoms and against great countries. So before the Lord completely decimates a place, all right, he's going to put up the prophets in America, which is Babylon the Great, all right, land of confusion, all right. This place is, man, the scriptures tell you the vats overflow. It's ripe for that destruction. You know why? Because day after day, it's more wickedness, it's more madness, it's more bullshit being passed. And we're telling you, look at the signs. Measure the 2nd Ezra, the 9th chapter. Measure the times diligently in itself. Look at the times we're in, all right? Ecclesiastes, the 3rd chapter, there's a time for peace and there's a time for war. We're in a time of war, all right? We're in a time of shit being on edge, but Israel still don't want to get it, all right? That dude in Buffalo, he done mowed down Jake's, letting you know that, look, there's other sleeper cell type Edomites out there, all right, that the Lord are going to wake up and use as a sword, as it says in the book of Psalms, the 14th chapter, the wicked, which is the Lord's sword. The so-called white man, all right, they mastered this whole gun, military tactics and all that. That's in their spirit. And the Lord is putting stirring up the perpetual hatred between Jacob and Esau, all right, Jacob being you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and Esau being the so-called white man, stirring up that hatred in them, all right, and they're going to act upon it. They're going to create a race riot, a race war. And look, when it comes to guns, we're not on Esau's level because that's his blessing. Isaac, Yahushua blessed him with the sword. Our blessing is the kingdom, the knowledge, the wisdom, understanding of the scriptures, which is a greater blessing, all right? But when it comes to the sword, that's in their spirit, man. They be 5-year-old little Edomite girls, got better aim than a lot of you Jakes that never even went into a gun range, You got a lot of Jakes out here, they killing one another and shooting the gun sideways and shit, all right? While you got this Edomite, got the gun stable looking down the scope, They're damn like human life, like a human Call of Duty top sniper type shit, That's the spirit that they in. We understand the times that we in, but again, that mirth, especially summertime vibes, and with summertimes when the murder go up, but that whole summertime, that whole mirthy shit, got our people blinded and distracted, man. And you even got guys calling themselves Israelites all right, that put their camp in that same state of mind, that same state of mirth, party, and bullshit. What you gotta understand is the Most High is not playing games, man. See, Ezekiel 9:4 tells us the Lord's going to start at the sanctuary. So that's how come right now, brothers, we're feeling it. All right, we're going through a lot right now. And it's telling us that the Most High is not one to fuck with, that we should, be thankful for the things that we have. See, we consider things when the Most High puts us through hell, unlike these people out here, if they go through something, it's Satan. Nah, look, it's the Most High, you see? Satan gets the permission from the Most High. And we consider it like, look, the Lord is putting me through this to make me better. I know that the Lord is an austere spirit, A lot of times you go through shit because the Lord is making it better for us. You know what I'm saying? You might have was starting up a business and that shit just went completely south, and now you're in more debt. Or most I could shake things up on your family. A lot of tests. All right, to fortify our minds to what's to come, because we have to be really in that pilgrim mindset. Okay, to be on the move and to be willing to lose anything and everything and everyone. Soldier, solitary, by yourself. So the Lord is starting with us, and it's only going to intensify, all right? But ultimately, Isaiah 33:6, Lord willing, we maintain in these scriptures, all right, we're going to be stable, okay? We're going to be level-headed. But these people out here that sit in that mirthy spirit, man, when all hell breaks loose, and y'all going to be looking for the prophets, it's going to be too late in that day. And we are sounding like a broken record, a broken clock. They say a broken clock is right twice a day, right? Well, guess what? The scriptures is pretty much sound like a broken record. The Most High is constantly repeating himself, and you niggas never listen, really, till it's too late. Either till you're drowning in a flood, all right, or you're getting your head chopped off by the Babylonians, or them goddamn Assyrians is tying you up and bringing you to another land, all right, or them Romans is turning Jerusalem to heaps. Y'all niggas never listen till it's too late, man. But the Lord has always set up men to give y'all warning. So we telling you now, Micah 2:10, depart out of America, man. Get the mindset out of America. America's completely finished, man. All right, it's a burning house. It's a house that's on fire, pretty much. But people still want to live in it. People want to buy a burning house. Why the hell we gotta depart out this place? Spiritually, mentally. Because it's polluted. Spiritually, mentally, ceremonially, sexually. On so many levels, man. Alright? And the Lord is looking for chaste virgins, white, pure. Alright? You can't be defiled. And how can one be defiled? You can be defiled with the ways of America, man. So when the Lord's coming back, he's looking for chaste virgins, man. So that's what we're trying to be, alright? From a philosophy standpoint. Okay? Because men can't be virgins, only eunuchs, right? So when it says chaste virgins, we represent the Most High's women, and we're not supposed to be defiled with the doctrines and philosophies of this world, which a majority of our people are, including guys that call themselves Israelites, man. All right? The same way they were in the time of Constantine and these different sorts of times when there was implementing different worldly doctrines into the scriptures, these niggas do these things now, man. All right? Fashion shows on the Passover. Okay? Sex on Sabbath. These niggas are incorporating their feelings and wicked ass hearts. All right? And perverting the gospel. Because they want to satisfy their flesh. They want to satisfy their pleasures, man. And I'm always going to bring out this point about the angels. The angels had to rest on the Sabbath. And why did the angels rest on the Sabbath? Because Revelations 4:11 tells us that it's a pleasure for an angel to create, man. For spirits to create. It's a pleasure. So we had to rest, Lord willing, we was Yahweh Shai, those elect numbers, all right? That formed everything, all right? They have to cease from their pleasures. So it's not sex pleasurable? So we're supposed to cease from it. And these niggas, you could give these guys these scriptures, all right? But truly, they don't want to hear it. These niggas just want to pop their woman whenever they feel like it, man. That's the truth. All right? So Jake want to live in mirth. Jake want to live in pleasure. They pretty much want to live in their own lust, their own heart. So they're going to die in that, man. You know, the scriptures tell us that a sword is sharpened in the book of Ezekiel. Shall we then make mirth? All right, a sword represents an instrument of destruction. The primary sword is the missiles. All right, they've been so technologically advanced, it only makes sense, all right, that the Lord is going to have them do what it do soon, man. The blessed missiles that's going to free us. Okay, they in them silos, but you know what I'm saying, it's pretty much you put a bullet in the chamber, and you know, all the bullets are loaded. Hey man, the Lord's gonna let that gun fire, man. Isaiah 55:11, the words of the Most High don't go out void. So the Lord said this is gonna happen, and guess what? It's gonna happen. All right. Whether you believe it or not, whether you like it or not, whether you think it's hearsay, the Most High doesn't give a shit, man. All right. The Lord said, look, this is how things are gonna go down. It's gonna go down that way. It's just a matter of when. And the when is very soon, man. Okay, the when is very soon. So it's summertime here in New York, and as I drive around, I look around, and you know, I'm looking, you know, the things going on in Ukraine, this whole shooting shit, shortages, so many gas prices flaring up, you know, but people don't consider these things, man. People are just, you know, it's fucking TikTok and Instagram and challenges and dumb shit, you know. Mainly, again, you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, because Edomites be in tune with shit, man. All right, they be knowing what laws are being passed, how shit is changing up. Why? Because this is their kingdom. They have more invested in it, you know. But a majority of our people, they still in that party bullshit mode, and it's gonna really be that way till the Lord, again, you know, scolds the shit out of them. All right, without fail, it always is like that. Without fail, it's always like that, man. Jake is always too late, you know. And look, as the Lord said, there's no cloak for your sins no more. All right, it's one thing if you didn't know. We're doing our job pursuant to the book of Ezekiel, the 2nd chapter. All right, we're being a watchman, and we understand a watchman, to get the blood off your hands, you have to warn the people. All right, just like if a building caught on fire, all right, if the fire alarm didn't go off, all right, and the sprinklers didn't go off, then the people that constructed that building got to be held accountable if people died in that fire. But if the building safeties did its job, you know, the alarm went off, the smoke detector, the sprinklers, everything, all right? But people stayed in there and let that shit burn their ass. Well, that's on their ass. So it's the same thing, man. All right? We're telling you World War III. Look at the situation with Russia, Ukraine. All right? We're telling you about the MOTB, the mark of the beast, which is the RFID microchip. You got this guy, Elon Musk, all right, already brought up the social media space that so he could have ideas of what you people are thinking. The next thing is what? That Neuralink situation he's working on, the chip being implemented in your brain, man. All the puzzle pieces are pretty much flat. Esau's just putting them together, man. All the pieces are there. And our mindset is hurry up and do it, man. Because the closer you go to establish your new world order, the quicker 2nd Ezra, the 6th chapter, and the 7th to 9th verse could take place. All right, which is Jacob yanking you out your rulership. Because Esau is the end of the world. Esau is the end of the age. All right? When his age ends, Yahushua age begin, and we, being joint heirs with Yahushua, shall rule forever. All right? So for that to happen, this man has to really go with his new world order agenda, and everything has to really start going down. You see? And when he thinks he's about to put the capstone on it, that's when Yahushua is going to step in his program, all right, and be a monkey wrench in his plans. You see? So our mindset is Esau, just hurry the hell up, because me and the brother, we were talking about this on the phone, man. Them all hell breaking loose was pretty much solve all brothers' problems, man. All the bullshit that you're going through, and the things that you're worrying about, when all hell breaks loose, it's not gonna be an easy thing, but at least we're not gonna be worrying about bullshit, man. Bills and family court and this little grievous bullshit that we go through. We're not gonna be worrying about that when all hell breaks loose. It's gonna be a different type of burden on people's mind, And in our minds, we're gonna be rejoicing like shit, man. It's here, These people are finally feeling it. Praise Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. So we're gonna be rejoicing in that day. When all hell breaks loose, we rejoice now. So I saw the Apostle Elder Ricard video. He made a good point, man. When those nigga women got mowed down by that dude that the Most High used, Peyton. He said, "Wait a minute. Why can't I rejoice? Y'all was rejoicing when Kevin Samuels got put to death. Mainly the nigga woman, all right? And that dude Peyton, he killed like what, 10, 12 people, all right? But at the end of the day, the KKK can't combine all their hate crimes together to kill as much Jakes has been killed by the black woman doing abortion, man. You see, the abortion clinic is still the number one. It's still the number one cost of so-called black males being put to death, man. And you don't see the nigga woman really on the front line of Roe v. Wade and all that. You see a lot of Edomite women out there, but guess what? The majority of them Edomite women, they don't be getting abortions, man. All right, not as much as the Israelite woman. Why? Because the so-called white man understands that he wants his seed to continue. So he don't put the abortion clinics in predominantly white neighborhoods. They put them in the neighborhoods of these so-called minorities, which minority just mean lesser. So they see you as lesser than them, because you're not few in number. The Israelites make up, the bulk of the world. Pardon me, my dude. Yeah, So still the most dangerous place for a black man is in the black woman's womb, man. And that's just the truth of the matter. You see, you have women that might get offended by that. But the data will show you that's how it goes down. See? And as long as this Roe versus Wade thing is in power, all right, a man has no say-so. A man has absolutely no say-so, all right, in if a child should be born or not. And he's forced to pay child support. So everything has been completely handed over to these women, and they're pretty much running families into the ground. A majority of them, I'm not saying every single last woman has that mindset, but a majority of a woman that has been given this power, all right, is going to their head, man, and they making life a living hell for a lot of Jakes, man. And that's another reason why the Lord got to shut this place down, because everything is upside down. So Yahweh has to come and make things right side up. I'm gonna give all praises, all right, Yahweh. Slakia. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, Ba'ashem Chal-Kodash. God bless with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone True Well. Salutations to the hopeful elect out there. You Akim Tazadakim that do this thing in the utmost truth and sincerity. Stay strong and shalom, Akim.